Alright. So, something really good about Falco that you can kind of abuse is he just has really good shield poking capabilities. So, right here, like reverse up tilt will poke shields really well. Up, like forward facing one won't, but reverse one is pretty good. Yeah, so if you like up tilt like twice, it'll normally poke. And then depending on the character's height, up tilt will work. Inkling's kind of short, so it doesn't work on her very consistently. Although you can do it. This is harder. You have to be closer, I guess. Something else is when Inkling is, or when most characters are close to you and you down tilt, they'll whip a shield grab. So if you know that, so if you know someone's like grab happy or want to go for a grab, you down tilt, they go for a grab. Oh my god, it's hard to do. I'm using two controllers and not Sakurai. I'm sorry. So you do this and then they grab and you could okay, let's try this again. So they whip, they try to grab and use down tilt again. And depending on like what you hit them with, like down tilt's actually pretty good at starting combos. So if it's at low percent, you can get like a lot off of that. That was all guaranteed. So because your opponent whiffed whiffed a grab, you got like a really good combo off of down tilt. Down tilt's really good at starting combos at low percent. Yeah, so those are two of Falco's strong neutral tools. Going for down tilt to like push shield and bait out grabs or punishes, and reverse up tilt to shield poke. In general, Falco is really good at doing shield poking. He has really strong shield poking moves. One of them is Nair. Nair can poke really well. Oh no, it didn't poke there. Nair and Fair can poke really well. Fair kind of just, if you do it right, if you do like draw out Fair, it'll poke through. Yeah, like right there, the shield is pretty Fair for like not that much damage, and it kind of poked. So you could do that. Down tilt gives you a lot of shield damage and knockback. Like look at that, their shield is pretty low already from that. So going for down tilt to kind of damage their shield and then going for a poking tool is a really good setup for Falco's neutral. Falco does really well versus opponents who kind of jump in at him. It's because like he has really strong tools with up tilt. Up tilt's just like super disjointed. So like if someone like tries to jump in, you can just up tilt that. Bear, F tilt. It's like a lot of really strong anti-approaching tools. Falco kind of struggles when someone runs at him, just because, what's it called? His tools just don't work very well, like at chasing down people. They're good at stuffing out approaches and stuff, but not really good at chasing people down. What else can I go over with Falco? Oh yeah, Dare is also really good. It's a really good neutral tool. Short up Dare it's a lot better than I thought it was initially. It auto cancels, and if you space it right, it's pretty difficult for them to punish it. So you can just like drift in and then retreat Dare. If they shield it, it's really hard for them to get to do anything about it. Especially if you get like the sweet spot hit. And if you go in and get like sour spot Dare, you can combo off that as well. Not at that percent, but like a high percent. Let's see. I think that should work. So yeah, that's a combo. You can also, well not there because I screwed up, but you can cross up their shield. So if you do downer like that, and they shield it, it will cross up. And then you could also start pressure from there. So you do sharp downer, auto cancel cross up into reverse up tilt, and depending on how big their shield is, you can poke them with up tilt. This is also good, though. If you start a combo with Dare, what you want to do is you want to get the landing Dare hitbox, because you get more time to get combos off. Like, you can pretty much get anything off of that kind of dare. Ideally, if you can do any move, like hit your opponent with any move at low percent, like at 0 or something, you want it to be dare. Although, you're probably not going to hit it because it's not very safe. But if you do land it, it's just really good at setting up things. Like, you can get a lot off of it, like I said. And you can pretty much choose what move you want to hit. You want to hit your opponent with next. Like, you can do this into up smash. That just works. Although, you just want to do that. You're mainly doing that for damage. What else? Back air is good too. Not his strongest neutral tool, but it's good at calling out jumps. Like, if you think your opponent's gonna jump, draw back air is pretty good. I don't really like it for pressuring, just because it's really weird. You would think that if you space back air like this, your opponent wouldn't be able to punish you, but when you land, it actually extends your hurt box. Like, your leg is out further than it looks. So, like, a lot of time when I do space back around someone's shield, they can just grab me or something. So I kind of avoid doing it. Nair is good, like I said, for poking. It's also one of his safer aerials. It's not super safe, but I like it more than back air, just because you can also mix up when you land with it, because it's 4 hits. So, like, maybe your opponent is expecting you to land with the 2nd hit, but you land with the 4th or something, and it messes them up like that. Same thing with Fair. Fair is really good for mixing up, and it's also much bigger than it looks. Like, it's not just Falco's beak. Like look at that. And the grounded hitbox is, like, pretty big. Like, they weren't even near Falco, like Falco's head, and it hit them. Fair is also good at the edge, so you can do that. Auto cancels. You can also just air dodge like that. I would say, in my opinion, drop double jump Fair from the edge is one of his best tools to just get off the edge from the opponent. That's not like a get up option, like regular get up or something like that. Like, if you're gonna drop double jump into something, you probably want it to be that, aside from like mixing an air dodge or something. Just because like, let's say your opponent tries to bait out something, or like they throw out a move like that, it'll get that. It's because the hitbox is really big, and because it auto cancels, it gives you a lot more time to chase your opponent and get a follow up. So I screwed that up, but I could have potentially gotten something more off of that if I reacted to the opponent right. So obviously that's not like a guaranteed follow-up, but nothing you get from Fair is guaranteed. It's more so just chasing your opponent down and trying to get something from that. Falco could also do this. I don't think it's very good, considering that you can mess it up. Like, it's not super easy to do. You have to make sure you drop double jump down B immediately, and then even if it hits your opponent, I don't know if you saw my video about the Falco buffs, or like buffs I want Falco to receive, but that move, just like, look at that. It doesn't have that much hit stun, so it's more so just to look cool, I guess, if you want to do something like that with Falco. You get hit though, probably, unless your opponent just doesn't know. Although I will say it's good if you think your opponent's gonna throw out a projectile. That's probably the best use for it. Falco's recovery, I think, is underrated. I think it's better than what a lot of people think, for 2 reasons. One of them is his double jump is absurdly high. It's almost as high as his full hop. Like look at this. That's just really, really good. So if you think your opponent's gonna chase you down, you could just double jump away or something like that. You can double jump away, double jump side B if you have it. It's really, really good. Another reason why I think Falco's recovery is underrated is his directional air dodge is really good. Like, I grabbed it from there. Like, look how high up he, like, look how low you can go with his directional air dodge and grab the edge. So I think that's pretty crazy. And he goes like surprisingly far with his directional air dodge compared to Fox and Wolf. Fox and Wolf probably have two of the worst directional air dodges in the game. I don't know how bad it is compared to other characters, but theirs is definitely on the low end of the spectrum, while I would say Falco's is on the higher end. So because of that, like let's say you go super deep off stage, like this. Oh my god, run off. You can just go do that and then directional air dodge and grab the edge. So it makes your it makes going low off stage to get edge guards more safe and less committal to you. You can also do it with Dare too. Though forward air is overall like his best edge guarding move off stage. It's really active, the fair is disjointed, so if your opponent tries to challenge you, they're probably not going to hit you. Yeah, fair is really good off stage. If you manage to get a fair at like low percent, and the opponent's near the blast zone, forward air's base knockback is so high, it'll normally just kill the opponent. I don't know why I cared about saving Inkling. It didn't matter, I could just reset. But yeah, so if you do it really close, the base knockback is so low, or so high, compared to like backer or something. Yeah, like backer didn't send them anywhere. But the base knockback is pretty high, so I've fared people at like 40-50%, like close to the blast zone, and they just die, they just blow up. It's pretty crazy. So that's something you do. Let's see. Oh, so for edge trapping, a really good trick that I do with Falco is I've been going for down air a lot more lately. So down air, if you time it right, you can actually spike your opponent. Like if they hang from the edge, you can get Inkling there. So if they hang from the edge like this, you can get them. So it forces them to do a get up option. So if you do this and they go for a regular get up, you have enough time to hit them with up tilt or grab them. So it's also really good. If they jump, you can chase them down. Pretty much the only thing that this loses to is if they get up attack, or if they drop from the edge quick enough so that the dare won't reach them and you can hit them out of it. That's really good. You can also bait it out. So like at higher percents, let's say you have a read on what your opponent's gonna do and you want to force them to get up, you could just like short hop like this, get them to force them to get up, and if they do a regular get up, you could punish it with down air, and down air at certain percents, like let's say they're at, let's say 60 or 70. So if you do this, and combo into that, and that kills. That's just like that's just a kill combo. At higher percents as well, you could do down air to back. Oh god, you weren't supposed to go that way. So at higher percents as well, you could do this into the back air, and that kills. Why is my time wrong? I just noticed that. There we go. So yeah, you can do down air to the back air, that kills. You can pretty much do down air into all your aerials, and it's a guaranteed fall that kills. At certain percents, of course, not like any percent down air will kill. You can do the same thing with if you read a roll. Like obviously, you just empty hop, bait out their roll, and then landing down air and something. Pretty much, if you can land landing down air and you're confident you can land landing down air, that's most of the time your best option to land because it just sets up into so much, regardless of the percents. That's also good too. That combos. I didn't do it fast enough, but that is a combo. And again, added with the cross up, like the cross up thing I mentioned earlier, with crossing up down air on shield to reverse up tilt. You could get a lot off of it. So it's just like a few tricks that Falco has that make him hard to deal with in certain situations. Landing up here is also pretty good, although it's kind of annoying to get. If you chase him down, you get something. This is bad. Oh my god, come on. Hit him. Yeah, like you could do that. Though it's not 100% guaranteed. Certain percents, like let's say Inkling was at 80 or 90, and they air dodge like that, I would have had enough time to get another follow-up. I probably could have chased them down and grabbed them or something. Just because Falco's juggle game is really, really good, so it makes it easier for him to kind of just throw out moves, trap his opponent, and keep the momentum going. Zaka, it's not the Falco guide. Yeah, sorry, I just now started looking at the chat. It's not the Falco guide, it's mainly just me doing an overview of Falco because I've taken a while to give out the guide. So I'm still gonna upload like an official guide, but I just want to give more added information since I've been taking so long. Let's see, what else can I add? I'm sure you guys know about this. No. Does a lot of damage. I personally am not a fan of it, just because I think it's nice. It's nice to do if you want just clean single hit of damage, but normally Falco can get more damage anyways, and he can put the opponent in a worse position. Like let's say the opponent is center stage or something like that, and you do that like at low percent, you're probably not going to be able to pressure them anymore. Like neutral will probably reset because it doesn't really send them that far. Yeah, so I prefer to just keep hitting them, chase them down like this. Even if the combos aren't 100% guaranteed, like after this, the spot they're in is much worse, and you can just keep chasing them down. They're under you still. So overall, you just get more damage off of it anyways. And at higher percents, I would say you don't want to do this if the opponent's past 80, because it gives them too much damage. Obviously, it depends on the character, but this gives them way too much damage to the point where up tilt back air is not guaranteed anymore. So you kind of just got rid of one of your follow-ups. You could do that, but up tilt up air, if the opponent DIs it right outside of a few specific percents, should almost never kill. Like up tilt up air as a kill confirm mostly is like a DI mix-up. It'll kill if they don't DI it right, which of course you can mix up where you hit them. Like I could have hit them that way. I can hit them that way. Yeah, like that one would probably get a lot of people screwed up because they probably would expect me to hit the up air from the side Falco's facing. So in that case, that's good. Any kill tips past up tilt back air? It's really hard. That's where Falco struggles the most, getting kills past up tilt up air or up tilt back air percents. But up tilt up air is like an alternative. Like if they're still at a percent, where up tilt up air works, you should definitely go for that, and then just hope that the opponent guesses the 50-50 wrong. Aside from that, your best options... Well, I don't want to do that. Your best options are to either go for down tilt. Down tilt's incredibly strong if you get the sweet spot. Yeah, that's the sweet spot. It's very, very strong. Something you can do to like combo into it is that, but you risk not getting the sweet spot there. So, in case you guys don't know, there's 3 different hitboxes on Falco's down tilt. There's the tipper one, which doesn't send them very far, but it's pretty good for comboing at low percents. There's like the mid one, which I think that was the mid one. That was a sweet spot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the mid one, and that's the tipper one. Yeah, so that's the tipper one, and then the mid one sends them not as far as, or sends them farther than the tipper one, but typically won't kill. And then there's the sweet spot, which, you know, kills. Down tilt, I would say overall is better than forward tilt, mainly because you get more shield damage. You get more shield damage, and like I said earlier, if they try to grab it, most characters won't be able to, because it pushes them like super far. Yeah, so pass up to backer percents. You want to go for down tilt. Again, you could do that, but you probably won't get the sweet spot of down tilt unless you're really close to the opponent. There's also certain cases where up smash combos and that's really difficult. That also combos, but it's hard to do. Like, that can actually be a combo, but it's really hard to do. Same with that. It's just not consistent. So you can risk going for that. If you think your opponent's going to push a button, then by all means go for that. Something else that's kind of tricky you can do. Dash attack can kill at really high percents, especially if the opponent DIs it in. Like, if they don't know you're supposed to DI dash attack away, you can kill them with that. Aside from that, you can do raw fair. If you go for fair, like, fair at the edge is really good, because... No, that's bad. Come on, hit him. There you go. So, yeah, that'll kill if they're near the edge, because fair is fairly strong, but only at really high percents. If you do get the fair and you're trying to kill them with it, do not fast fall it. If you fast fall it and get the ground hit of fair, it's like, it doesn't send them nearly as far. It's probably not going to kill them. So just make sure you don't fast fall fair if you get the fair and they're close to the edge and you're expecting it to kill. Calling out jumps with back air is also good. Again, back air I don't really like for pressuring that much, because it just doesn't feel that safe unless you do it super low to the ground, but pretty much parry territory if the opponent is expecting or confident in it. Anti-air up smash is also pretty good. It's frame 7, so if the opponent's on top of you and you're expecting them to throw out an aerial to land and they're at kill percent, up smash will kill them. It's frame 7. When he does it, his legs are intangible, so they can't even challenge it. It's really good. Yeah, like, aside from that, obviously don't get impatient, because it can be really hard to kill, especially if the opponent knows how to DI back throw, because that shouldn't work. I'll just tell you guys how to DI it. If you don't want to get hit by back throw, just DI down and away. Like, if you DI down and away from Falco, or like down and behind Falco, neither his laser or his back throw will work at certain percents, or past certain percents. So, kind of sucks, but again, they should just buff those throws in my opinion, because if the opponent knows how to DI it, especially back throw, there's not really much of a point to it, aside from getting them off stage. I mean, even then, you can just, yeah, kind of just hope they buff it. I think that's pretty much it.